Creative Critical Reflection 1. Representation and Conventions in the Music Video Website and Digipack. Representation. We wanted to represent the star image of our band as being sleazy, underground and mysterious. This was something that we wanted to convey through our music video and the styling of our website and Digipack. However, by the same token, we didn't want our target audience to actually believe the band was sleazy, as we wanted them to understand that this was part of the image of the band and not a representation of their personality. In this respect, we wanted to encourage our target audience to buy into an image that was not reality. In essence, many punk artists such as Johnny Rotten and Joe Strummer had an image of being anti-authoritarian, rebellious and angry at society. However, this was not actually indicative of their personalities. Moreover, it is an image that they were trying to convey in order to sell their music. With our band, we were using vintage clothing, intertextual references to TV programs and films such as Snatch to represent them as cheeky wide men who are very much part of a gang. I chose to have very stereotypical representations of a band as they were all white, male, heterosexuals portraying a stereotypical gang character in the video. Although this is stereotypical, it is still indicative of the music industry, which uses youth in order to sell rebellion and still deals in binaries. Conforming to Andrew Goodwin's music video theory. We chose to purposely both conform to and subvert different concepts in Andrew Goodwin's music video theory. We decided to subvert Goodwin's concept of links between the lyrics and visuals. We did this in order to help sell the rebellious and anarchic aspects to our band's star image. This was enhanced when we decided to conform to Goodwin's concept of the importance of intertextual links. One of the key intertextual links in our music video was Peaky Blinders. We chose to style our band in Peaky Blinders dress to help sell this rebellious aspect. To help sell the organic star image that we wanted our band to have, we chose to conform to Goodwin's concept video theory. Our music video does not directly correlate with the song, however, the concept of the video is just as important to the band as it is an artistic statement. This organic star image was further enhanced when we chose to conform to Goodwin's notions of looking. Our singer directs his address to the camera throughout the video, thus making it feel like a live performance for the audience. This is further enhanced when we chose to use instruments to give that live performance aspect. This in turn enabled us to portray an organic star image. Conforming to Keith Negus' synthetic versus organic theory. We wanted to portray our band as the epitome of an organic star. We aimed to convey the fact that our band was not an image created by a record label in order to sell big and sell fast. We wanted to convey that our band would develop alongside their music and had total creative freedom over the process. To present our band as organic, we used musical instruments in the music video to create a live performance-style atmosphere. On the Digipack, the band featured alongside their social media tags. This highlights the up-and-coming nature of the band. On the website, the heavy emphasis on artistic design gave an overall unprofessional look that I will talk in more detail on later in the presentation. Introduction and explanation of media conventions. Media conventions are rules that are the generally accepted ways of doing something. For example, to represent the start of a gunfight, spaghetti westerns use a particular type of music, or show tumbleweed blowing across a street. Warm lighting that has warm yellow-orange tones, and cool lighting that has cool green-blue tones. Music video conventions. Music videos have their own specific set of rules and conventions. These conventions vary from genre to genre. However, there are several conventions that cover all genres. These include camera techniques, style, editing techniques, and mise-en-scène. These are some general examples of the conventions. Music video conventions in my music video. Camera work. In our music video, we use several different camera techniques throughout the video. Handheld shots. We used handheld shots in our music video to create a sense of motion and energy in the video. Our song is up-tempo and fast, so we used handheld shots to create an energetic atmosphere in the video that closely aligns with the song. Handheld shots are a common camera convention used in music videos, and we decided to conform to this in order to create a fun and energetic star image for our band. High and low angle shots. We used high and low angles throughout our music video. We used high angle shots predominantly in the performance elements of our music video. We used low-angle shots to give our band members a sense of power. We conformed to this camera convention because we wanted to create an underground, organised crime-esque star image for our band. The use of low-angled shots enabled us to show the band as figures of power in a gang. We then contrasted this later in our performance elements and used high-angle shots when the gang were being chased by police. We used high-angle shots to show that they were less powerful than the system, or the police, and this enabled us to further add to this illicit star image by making the band seem anarchic as well. Direct address and wide performance shots. We used a direct address approach to the performance elements in our video, and this worked hand in hand with a series of wide performance shots that we used. This is a common convention found in performance-based music videos, and we chose to conform to this to create an organic aspect to our band's star image. Close-ups and extreme close-ups. We used close-ups to emphasize the performance elements of our video. This was used to add to the organic star image that we have created. These are some examples of similar camera techniques and conventions found in the same genre of our music video. Music video conventions in my music video, editing. In our music video, we use several different editing conventions throughout the video. Repetition of shots. Repetition of shots is a technique that every music video has. We decided to conform to this convention because we had limited time to shoot and we wanted to maintain a sense of continuity throughout our video. Cutting to the beat. Cutting to the beat is another common convention found in most music videos. The video is cut to the beat in order to create a sense of energy and to dictate the pace of the video. We decided to conform to this convention because we thought cutting to the beat would suit our song's tempo. However, we did not cut to the beat all the way through, thus subverting this convention when the narrative elements show throughout the video. They are not cut to the beat. Colour correction. Colour correction is used throughout music videos and is used to make the video look more aesthetic. We decided to subvert this convention to create a 1920s feel to the video. We added a slightly sepia highlight to the video. Intercutting. Intercutting is a very common technique used in music videos. Intercutting allows audiences to see both performance and narrative aspects of the music video. And we decided to conform to this convention because we thought it would give the audience more to look at and would prevent them from getting bored. Discontinuity editing techniques. One of the key conventions in a music video is that you can use what Carolo Vinalis referred to as discontinuity editing. This means shots can be repeated throughout, and you can repeatedly cut back to close-ups of singers in a band. The story doesn't have to make sense. The music video does not have to run in a linear fashion, and the storyline doesn't have to have a definitive beginning, middle, and end, because it is designed for repeated consumption so that the audience can enjoy different aspects of the video every time they watch it. This is something that we incorporated in our music video as it was interspersed with a performance. We repeatedly cut back to the same shots of the band performing in the chorus and narrative, only obliquely referred to a plot. In this respect, our music video was conventional because it was similar to other music videos such as Maroon 5's Payphone, whereby the narrative and performance are interspersed. We see repetition of shots with no clear narrative trajectory or resolution. In contrast, there are other music videos that play with conventions such as Enrique Iglesias' Hero, which is a straightforward narrative-based music video which has a straightforward narrative of robbery with a clear resolution at the end as Enrique dies. Music video conventions in my music video. Mise-en-scène. In our music video, we use several different mise-en-scène conventions throughout the video. Costume. Costume can be a key indicator into a song's genre. This is why we decided to conform to this convention. We wanted our band to have a sleek 1920s mob look, and we created this using flat caps and suits inspired by the 1920s. Live performance. Live performance is a key convention of music videos, and we decided to conform to this convention in order to really sell our band's organic star image. On the other hand, we slightly subverted this convention when we began to include the narrative aspects of the video. Musical instruments. Much like live performance, we decided to conform to the convention of using instruments. We decided to conform to this convention because we believed it would help us add to the organic star image that we were trying to create. Lighting. Lighting is a commonly used convention in music videos because it allows us to add more design elements to the video. Lighting is often naturalistic, and we decided to subvert this when we used large light bulbs to light the set and specifically the actors' faces. We did, however, conform to naturalistic lighting conventions in our getaway scenes. We had lighting effects to create emotion in the van, and then the police lights. We further subverted the naturalistic lighting convention during our telephone scene when we chose a highly stylized spotlight effect. We chose unnaturalistic lighting designs to create aesthetic shots and to make our performers look good for their audience. Digipack. Colour. Colour plays a vital role on a digipack cover. Colour can invoke meaning in the digipack and can also say a lot about a band. I chose to conform to some conventions in colour. I chose red, black and white colourways that conform to the jazz genre and the cabaret style. However, I subverted typical digipack colour conventions by not using bright colours to grab audiences' attention. Font. I chose to conform to the font conventions of the jazz genre. There is a specific style of font that is synonymous with the swing jazz genre. Originating from the 1920s, that font style is called Art Deco. I thought it was vital to use Art Deco fonts on the digipack in order to vividly reflect the genre of our band. I designed my own Art Deco font with a slightly bolder, more modern line designing. Lighting. Lighting plays a key role in the digipack design. Lighting helps to create tone in the digipack and can reflect the genre, ideologies and image of a band. I conformed to a typical lighting convention. When shooting our photo shoot, we wanted to use light to define the model's body. Over-sexualizing the image through the use of lighting allowed us to develop the sexy and illicit image of our band and help set an underground tone. Star image. A digipack can be a clear representation of who the band are through star image. We wanted to create an illicit, sleazy, underground, organic star image for Mystic Jive. I made a specific design choice not to include the title of the album on the front cover to represent the debut nature of the album. Image choice, digipack. A common convention found in digipacks is that they directly relate to the band. This is usually done either with an image of the band or artists themselves, or is done through the use of a design that directly links to the music in the album. I specifically chose to subvert this convention. I chose to use an over-sexualized image of a female model in order to tie in with our band's sleazy star image. The use of a female model in a provocative pose naturally creates a party-like and sexual connotations. This allowed us to build our band's underground and illicit aspects of their star image by creating a speakeasy or jazz bar atmosphere. The use of a female model also catches the eye of potential audience members, thus leading to increased levels of exposure for the band. Furthermore, the use of a model in a sexual pose helps us draw in members of our target audience. Our target audience are males between the ages of 30 and 45, and this image would undoubtedly attract the eye of our target audience, perhaps leading them to pick up the album and listen. The image does not, however, conform to swing jazz conventions, as there are many. This image does, however, conform to swing jazz conventions, as there are many digipack or album covers that feature an over-sexualized female model on them. Developing further. Rock albums use voyeurism as a mean of selling the image of an artist. Although this was not our intention, the notion of scopophilia is evident in many album covers and therefore can be considered to be a convention which is employed by a certain style of artist. Although using a scantily clad woman can be seen as unconventional, the main focus of these artists is about being disruptive to the norm and rebellious. This is something that we wanted to emphasize in our band star image. Therefore, we subverted the current conventions of album covers but drew on the rock history to represent our band conventionally as rebellious, sleazy, which is actually a key component of rock music. However, having been said, we wanted to turn that on its head. Rebellious artists are usually convention in rock music, but we wanted to reverse this and present a new rebellious image for a jazz band, which is not a common convention found in the jazz genre. Another reason why we chose to include a scantily clad model was in order to be provoking. We wanted to provoke audiences into picking up our digipack and encouraging them to acknowledge the band and discover their music. Website. Layout of homepage. Many jazz band websites have a simple homepage layout, often featuring a menu bar that is displayed underneath the name of the band. I decided to conform to this convention as I believe that it helps sell the organic star image of our band while also looking professional and eye-catching. Many jazz band websites also feature an image of their newest album cover in the middle of the homepage. I chose to subvert this convention in order to send a message to the audience that the band are more focused on their art than selling their album. To do this, I used an oil paint style image of our band together. The most common convention found in any band's homepage is a social media section at the bottom of the page. I chose to conform to this convention in the sense that I included a social media section in the homepage. However, I subverted this convention in the sense that I used simple icons and put them next to the menu bar. I did this because I wanted the audience to be able to access the social media links easily. Info on the band. A common convention of almost every band website is an info section. I decided to conform to this convention because I believed it would help us sell the organic star image of our band. I devised a backstory to how the band met and then backstories for each band member and how they came to form Mystic Jive. Merchandise. Many band websites feature a merchandise page where fans can purchase band-related merchandise. I chose to conform to this convention because I felt it would help add an artistic tone to our band star image. Attempting to hold true to the jazz genre, I designed merchandise such as a cigarette case. I did this in order to help sell the underground aspect to our star image. Images of the band. On jazz band websites, a frequent convention is artistic images of the band. I chose to conform to this convention as I believe that it would help us highlight the band's genre and their organic style image while making the website interesting as well. Unprofessional style website. There is a distinct professional style that features in every band or artist's website. Understandably, this is a convention that features across all genres because band and artists want to be taken seriously, and an artistic, creative, and professional website is a logical device to use in order to show that. However, I purposefully decided to subvert this convention for several reasons. Firstly, I did this in order to sell the true organic style image that we had created. As the band grows in popularity, I want the website and their image to develop alongside their music. Secondly, the unprofessional style allowed me to add emphasis onto the artistic edge of the website. I did this in order to sell the artistic and still organic aspects of our band's style image. This helped us portray the message that Mystique Jive care more about their art and their craft of music than money, further representing them as an organic band. Finally, the simplistic design that follows a seemingly unprofessional style further demonstrates this organic style image. Font choice, website. I did an extensive amount of research in fonts that are synonymous with the jazz genre. After having done this research, I discovered that a key convention in the use of font for jazz band websites is Art Deco fonts. Art Deco fonts are synonymous with jazz music because of the swing jazz movement in the 1920s. I decided to conform to this convention throughout the website as I believed it was a clear representation of the jazz genre and would help sell not only the organic style image of our band but also their music as well. The use of Art Deco fonts features throughout our product campaign, adding a sense of continuity and professionalism to our band. For the website, I decided to stick 2 different Art Deco fonts, Avenida and Din Nutsgrotsk. I chose to only use 2 different fonts to keep the website looking neat and clear. When combined with the red and white colorways, this created an artistic element to the website that adds to the artistic aspect of our band's style image. I also designed a specific Art Deco style logo for our band's website and with bold lining and subtle line shading. This created a contrast on the website and made the band name Mystique Jive stand out on each page.